What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of VR AR Insider. In this episode, we are going to discuss the top 10 best Oculus Quest games out right now, being released here by Shortlist. So these are the top 10 best games for the Oculus Quest right now. Coming in at number 10 is Moss. Moss is an adventure game for Oculus Quest which combines mystical energies, woodland adventures, and puzzles to bring you hours of fun and world exploration. But just because it takes place in a magical wood and you're accompanied by a mouse, it doesn't mean there isn't a lot of opportunity for combat and plenty of puzzles to solve. So this is the shortlist write-up on Moss. I've personally not played this game, but it sounds pretty fun. It sounds like a lot of puzzles and always combat's fun, so definitely worth checking out. At number 9 is Racket Fury Table Tennis VR. I've played this game a plenty number of times now, and it's super fun. So just like in the title, table tennis in VR, set up with multiplayer. You can play against computers. You can get a lot of replayability out of this game, especially for a VR game. So definitely worth checking out here at number 9, Racket Fury Table Tennis VR. At number 8 is Journey of Gods. And they say here a lot of games on this list, and the games that work well with Oculus Quest are about movement, high energy, and working up a sweat. But that doesn't mean it isn't great for a VR headset for different genres, and Journey of Gods puts you at the center of your own fantastical adventures. And fans of Legend of Zelda, they suggest here, would really like this game, Journey of the Gods, at number 8. Coming in at number 7 is Angry Birds VR, Isle of Pigs. It's not surprising that one of the most fun games to play right now for the Oculus Quest is Angry Birds. And those are continue to be the type of things that gets VR more and more adopted, are these familiar games that we've already played. So nice to see Angry Birds being enjoyed by a lot of people on the Oculus Quest device. At number 6 is Space Pirate Trainer. Space Pirate Trainer is another game that is fairly run-of-the-mill. You're shooting things in space, but in reality, it's a really fun game that combines fantastic guns, just like the one Star-Lord uses in Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a fast-paced shooting game complete with Matrix-style slow-mo bullet time. I've played Space Pirate Trainer. I think it's one of the best games out right now for the Oculus Quest. A lot of movement, a lot of interaction. The graphics are really good. You know, it's one of those games that I look for, which is a lot of playability. You can play it. You wouldn't get bored of it if it was in your regular cycle of VR. So I would highly suggest checking out number 6 at Space Pirate Trainer. Number 5 is another game I like, which is Tilt Brush. And they say here, Tilt Brush is any creator's dream. You're given a blank space and you choose between a range of environments, including a plain color or outer space. And once you're there, you can paint, draw, build, and create 3D. I love this game. It's just awesome whenever you're able to, in a virtual reality setting, you're able to paint whatever you want, basically, and create 3D objects, create shapes. You can be really, really creative with it. It's a great UI. I would definitely check out Tilt Brush. Coming in at number 4 is Box VR. Beat Saber is known to a lot of people where you can stay fit, but Box VR is a game specifically designed for staying in shape. It's a fitness style of gameplay where you would stand in one motion and then a lot of objects and shapes would be coming at you, and you have to move your arms, your body in rapid movements that you can get a really great workout from, actually. And I would suggest checking out Box VR. Number 3 is Vader Immortal, a Star Wars VR series. Another one of those things where you see that Star Wars brand name, and then it automatically gets a lot of recognition. And it's lived up to its potential so far. I think Star Wars is one of the best games ever for VR. And the experience itself, Shortlist here says, is a narrative-driven game that puts you face-to-face with Vader, trains you in using a lightsaber, and allows you to explore some of the dark, fiery depths of Mustafa. And this game is just one of 3. They're going to be releasing 3 different parts of this series, and this is just the first one, so definitely stay on the lookout for Vader Immortal Part 2. At number 2 is Superhot VR. Superhot VR is essentially a shooter and combat game, but it doesn't take too much gameplay to realize it's actually much more than that. The game works in slow motion, and the faceless characters you're fighting, which look like big shards of red glass, only move when you do. They say here it's easy at the start, but as the pace picks up and more opponents join, it gets a lot more intense. So it's fun. I played this game, and I would definitely suggest it. Coming in at the number 1 on the best game out right now for the Oculus Quest is Beat Saber. Beat Saber just announced another major band to their list that we covered on this channel in Imagine Dragons. Imagine Dragons signed a deal with Beat Saber where Imagine Dragons songs are now going to be in gameplay. And if you don't know what Beat Saber is, it's where a lot of blocks and objects approach you and you have to slash them with this lightsaber in your hand. And you'd actually do the movement. And then the blocks synchronize with the beat of the song, and the more blocks you would slash, the more points you get. It's the basic premise behind it. And they have a lot of, like, it's kind of like Guitar Hero at the start, where they just had a lot of really good songs on there, and it's easy to do it to when you're getting, main songs, which is pretty fun. So that's it, everybody, for this episode of VR AR Insider, where we discuss the top 10 best games out right now for the Oculus Quest by Shortlist. We'd like to congratulate Hall Yes on Twitter for winning the Feel the Vibe competition. The Feel the Vibe competition is where Feel the Vibe app users head to capture a video of a hologram. $100,000 car sitting by the beach, sure you really like the lifestyle. Stuck with me through the struggle, now there's so much money, girl, let's go buck wild. See all the things that you never saw, buy all the things that you never bought. Let's do the circle, we want it all. Let's pop some bass and just toast it out. If you guys are new here, we typically do these types of giveaways every month. And if you guys want to be a part of the next one, make sure you follow us on Twitter or Instagram. We will leave a link to those in the description box below. So that's it, everybody. We would like to thank you all so much for watching, and we'll be seeing you all again soon.